He's finally got a chance to pick the quarterback that he envisions his career being tied to. Like, he finally gets the bite at the apple that he has been so desirous of as a head coach. And he's so hard in particular with his quarterbacks. So he has, the ultimate opposite choice here. It could have been Mac Jones coming from Alabama with all that SEC snaps and experience, or this raw bit of clay that was Trey Lance. And do you think Kyle got talked in to Trey Lance? Did he fool himself on Trey? Either way, he picked incorrectly. Who do you think is most responsible for Kyle making that pick? Is it Kyle himself? It damn well better be. How about that? I mean, if Kyle didn't solely make that decision, what a coward.
Well, there's other forces at work. I'm sure the owner has his opinion. The general manager has his opinion. The Niners probably, to some degree, listen to their fans. I think the Niners have lacked quarterback conviction for years, going back to Aaron Rodgers and Alex Smith, going back to Druckenmiller and Jake Plummer. Going back even further than that. I think they've lacked vision and clarity and decide. I think they've picked wrong, and they've analyzed it wrong. They haven't had a conviction. They didn't have a conviction on Aaron Rodgers, so they went with Alex Smith. They didn't have a conviction on Mac Jones, so they went with Trey Lance. I think at the end of the day, I think they wanted somebody who was dynamic, and so it came down to Fields, Lance, and Jones. And then I think character-wise, I think they liked Trey's character more than Jones's. I think they were nervous about the history of Ohio State quarterbacks and how, when you think of Justin Fields, he had 4.4 flat speed, but he took a ton of sacks. So it's like, there's a chance that maybe he didn't really see it, and he wasn't processing fast enough. So I think they ultimately, it was a decision between Mac Jones and Trey Lance, and they fell in love with Trey Lance, the story and Trey Lance's character and who he was as a person and his intellect, and they made the wrong call. Not that Mac Jones was the right call, but I think they misgauged how much time they had to develop this quarterback and how much time it was going to take to develop him. And I think they just misgauged it. And then and I don't think they were ever, at the end of the day, they were never really committed to Trey Lance. I don't buy that. They were committed to the idea of Trey Lance, which is a quarterback on a rookie deal who's dynamic athletically, who can extend plays with his legs. And guess what? They wound up with that exact player in Brock Purdy, and he checked all the boxes. He's dynamic. He can make late in the down throws. He's got escapability. He's ready to play, and he's on a rookie deal. And once Brock checked all their boxes, it was just a matter of time. Trey was moving on.